Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the second annual White House Film Festival.
The contest is one we had entered before. Last year, two alums named Peter Chung and Elliot Raymond entered a video into the same contest, but we did not get the opportunity to go.
And this year we really strive to get ourselves to the White House, and this group of students made it happen.
The White House Student Film Festival is an opportunity for students to showcase how their school impacts the community around them. Last year the topic and the subject was technology, and this year the subject was the impact of giving back and volunteering and what your community does to help others.
Great opportunity for us to showcase what we do as a program, because a lot of people think that we're just a program that makes BHS TV as a news outlet. The contest was due in February, but we started working on it way before that. We were actually working on the contest before winter break-in. We were doing the preliminary stages of planning out the video and what we wanted to cover. We decided to choose two things that showed our impact both within our community and as far away as in a different state. We chose to highlight the story of Sabik Koren, who is a current sophomore at Schaumburg High School.
The way that BHS TV and Barrington helped Sabik was by raising money to help buy him athletic prosthetics.
The doctors chose to amputate his legs when he was just a baby, so he's grown up with prosthetics his whole life. After winter break, it was kind of the time where we wanted to actually start doing the video, so we planned out our shoots. We rented out BHS Prairie, the middle school. We rented out their gym for a day. The Brothers Keeper Club and organization and initiative was something that we all wanted to touch on.
We started to gather up film from Brothers Keeper. So that really required us to go way back into BHS TV history. And myself and Matt did most of that, and we went through about 5 or 6 years of B-roll from South Dakota.
We had figured that both of these projects put together would demonstrate exactly what they were looking for in the competition.
After selecting those two, it all came down to contacting people. And then we went to go talk to Mr. Pagentini, who's the head of the Brothers Keeper Club here at Barrington High School. And that was a really cool experience to get that interview with Page, because he opened up about so many great things that his club has done, not just what we talked about in the video, but how his students from the Barrington area were impacted by the people in South Dakota.
So when we had originally heard that we received an honorable mention for the White House Film Festival, we were all so excited, and we were also kind of shocked because, well, wow, we're going to the White House.
I found out on Twitter through our Twitter feed with the school and BHS TV, and I told everyone in our group that we had made it, and it was just a really exciting experience because we had the opportunity, to share our message and explain how our school gives back. The first day we were there, we got the chance to sightsee and be total tourists, so it was really cool to go to the different memorials and monuments, and we got to stand outside of the White House before we actually got to go into it the next day. The next day, which was Saturday, we got to go into the White House, and that was the day of the White House Film Festival, and it was being held in one of the wings of the White House. We walk in, and we went through 4 or 5 security checkpoints. We went through a drug dog sniff test, we went through an X-ray, they checked our IDs twice, and then they did a body scan of us. And then we were finally into the White House. It was pouring rain, it was freezing cold outside, but it was all worth it to get into the White House. It's a beautiful building, as anyone could probably imagine. It has a lot of old pictures of the older presidents and the first ladies, and they have a bunch of china cabinets with their old china. As soon as you walked into the press room, you were immediately, astounded by the amount of celebrities in the room. The likes of Amber Riley and Hilary Swank, as well as the director from 12 Years a Slave. In the press room, we also got to be interviewed by 2 people from E! News.
Hi,
Come on over here.
How are you? What's your name?
Ariana Baldessano.
My name's Anusha Panchal.
We were in the press room for probably 30 minutes waiting for President Obama, and when he walked in, the air just got sucked out of the room.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
I was so just impressed by the fact that he took time out of his schedule to talk with just the students without any press there or any, incentive.
What I really gained out of the whole experience was I know I can make a difference, and many can probably say that, I make a difference and everything, but I have seen it firsthand that Barrington High School is the type of school that is involved within the community and within the nation.
As I was editing all of the Brothers Keeper footage, it was really eye-opening to see that all these kids were so kind-hearted to go to South Dakota for a week. and help others.
The way that we've documented that, and I think it really does show what teenagers at this high school can do to help others who are in need.
The one thing that really stuck in my head was when one of the presenters said, "It doesn't stop here."
This event is just the beginning. This is the catalyst. This is planting the seeds. It's imperative that when you guys go back to your hometowns, you keep this going. You keep this energy going. You keep everything that you've been doing and everything that you've learned here, and you use it to motivate others.
It truly is breathtaking that BHS TV and Barrington High School has taken me on a journey all the way to the White House.
I have had so many good memories in this club, in this organization, from Rihanna to Gigi's Playhouse to Brandon Sod and the Wanted, and then finally the White House. I don't know how much better it can get than the White House, to be completely honest.
The biggest journey that I've ever taken through BHS TV and Barrington High School was the one that I least expected. I took the journey to myself. I found Anusha, and I realized that getting lost within the service of others and helping other people through the videos I make is really making a difference, and I realized that that's the right thing to do.
Seeing others in need and taking the chance to help them is what really brings out the humanity in people and really brings a connection. No matter where you live or who you are, it really ties everyone together.
So really just seeing how any one person can make a big difference using their passion to film. Because they had their passion, they were able to mold that into an opportunity to not only do their passion, but also make a difference in somebody else's life. And that's really what this project, kind of as a whole, taught me, is that if you want to make a difference, you can go out there and do it.
It was a large group effort, and each student took a role and ran with it. And whether it was just setting up the mics or setting up the lights, organizing the interviews, and the largest thing was editing the entire project.
It really was a whole team effort. The entire project, the culmination of everything, it wouldn't have been possible without everybody that helped in the project.
We had a great group of people working with us, a lot of experience in the group, ranging from seniors to freshmen. Everybody did what they could to help make the project a success.
In this project, we had some very powerful students organizing the projects who really ran with the idea and established what their theme was and made an amazing project. I'm very proud of my students and all the students that worked on this project, and I'm looking forward to seeing where they go from here.
BHS TV is such a great experience that we get, and have the exposure to all these different types of equipment that we're able to use at our will to create things that are truly great.
I really appreciate everything that has been given to me in this organization for BHS TV. It was an amazing experience. I mean, there are really no words to describe being in the White House and being able to experience the things that I was given the opportunity to experience. And I look forward to the opportunities that I have because of this experience. So I would just like to say thank you.